Hi, I'm doing another pick a card reading today. And this one hopefully is going to be very enlightening and maybe intense. I don't want to put that out there and not have it be interesting, but what has been happening is it seems like a lot of people are going through some sort of spiritual awakening right now, all at the same time. And it's come up for multiple people. I've seen it come up in readings done by other people. And yeah, I really wanted to get some more insight into what's going on in more specific circumstances for different people. So I have three piles and I have three items to choose from. I use some of my kind of bigger, uh, intense items this time around because I really want to get some gravity in these spiritual readings about, not just the mundane everyday stuff, but like what's going on a very deep spiritual level for everybody. So get you can always pick a number too. There's different ways to pick the piles. Again, the first thing that comes to your mind is the way to do it. And I put timestamps in the description box as well for these videos, so you can always glance at the description box and look at the numbers and see if one jumps out at you. Otherwise, just pick an item here. So, first item, this is might be spooky for some people. This is one of my favorite items that I have. I keep on my altar. This is my scorpion. I call him Lucifer. So if you're feeling pile number one, the scorpion is the item for you. Second pile, this really excellent giant quartz crystal. It's almost like a wand. That is number two. Quartz crystal. Number three, this is pretty excellent. This is my giant amethyst point that I have. The kind of thing that, looks like it would go on a wizard staff or something. Pretty cool. Pile number three, the big amethyst. So let's see what's going on in everyone's world. What do your guides and possibly angels and whoever is around you, what do they have to say about your spiritual journey? And how are you changing and moving forward right now? Also, as always, sorry about the lighting and sound. I probably say that every time. I'm gonna get it fixed up at some point. You're working hard, pile number one. You have really been honing your craft. See the spider? And not only are you honing your craft, it's a craft that is connecting you to all different situations and people and like this web. It's all about the web. So intricate working on a craft, and it's connecting you, I would say, probably to everything in your like spiritual path. We have the owl, wisdom, of course, and owl showing up is oftentimes about a treasure or something incredible that's coming towards you. I'm going to look up some details about that in a moment, but yeah, owl is an excellent card. We have the magician, talking about spiritual awakening. The magician has all the tools at their disposal to manifest whatever they want. So you are possibly coming into your power. I mean, with the owl and with the magician and with the Eight of Pentacles, this work card with the spider, you are coming into your work as a magician, as a spiritual worker, as some sort of magical, wizardy person. I think that's where this one is leading. And the thing is, right now you feel trapped. But see that fire behind this person? It's usually like the heat's getting turned up on you. And that's spiritual fire. That's your guides, that's spirit behind you, just really, really, really pushing you to move forward. And you're blindfolded. I don't know if you can see how well you can see this because of the glare and stuff, but this person is blindfolded and they are not really trapped. They just can't see and there's swords around them, and they don't know where they're going. But the magician has all the power they need. So it's that's a common thing that happens a lot in spiritual progress, is you don't know where you're going. You are just given the tools to take care of whatever comes across your path, whatever work you have to do. But this is when you get through whatever obstacles you're facing, if you can face your fears and walk forward without being able to see where you're going, you're just going to kind of come into your power here. So there's one more card here. Wow, I opened right to it. The Bodacious Bodak from the fairy deck here. Looking like a little mischievous guy, the way fairies look. Meddling, tampering, sabotage, helpful, fixing, order. Oh, someone's meddling. That's right. I remember this card. Someone's meddling in your affairs, or you're meddling in other people's affairs. Someone's meddling uninvited on an issue. Maybe you or someone else. There's a messy web they have woven of confusion and disorder. Ooh, a messy web. So a messy web. This doesn't look like a messy web to me. So I think that there's probably more going on here than just the one web. I feel like you are working hard, but there is this thing in your way, this person that is kind of getting in the way of you moving forward, which is probably why you feel trapped. Someone meddling in your affairs, and it's making it difficult for you to move forward. The amount of tact you use in sorting this out is up to you, but the Bodak type person doesn't usually notice hints. Remember, whoever it is says they mean well. They may even believe that. It's very hard to believe that the Bodak's bad results are always just an accident, as he insists. He may believe this, but we don't have to. The word sabotage comes to mind. If you don't want the Bodak hanging around looking for ways to help, make sure you don't leave things in the wrong place or dangle any loose ends. He might find some bodacious things to do with them. So that's the other thing. It's not just that someone's meddling. It's like they think they're helping. That's the other level of this. Someone thinks they're helping and they're not helping you. So that is an energy around you to look out for. Just something a little squirrely, and they don't take hints. So I feel like either you have to be sort of evasive and just kind of get away from this force or person or situation, or you may have to really speak up for yourself, and maybe that will set you free here. But yeah, I think whoever this person is, you're going to be a magician, which, I mean, with the scorpion here that you picked, scorpions have to do with this deep sorcery and magic, and the magician, especially this particular magician, is more shisty, darker magician. Darker Scorpio magician. So you have, I'm going to look at the owl really quick before I move on. But you do have some real magic around you and some real good fortune that's going to be coming your way. You just have to free yourself, which can be really difficult. Eight of Swords, which is that trapped card, is you're trapped in your head. And you got to get out of your head. The Magician is another air card. Air and swords, mind, communication. A lot, and the owl's an air card too, so you might be in your head a little too much, and someone is meddling in your affairs, and it's all kind of messing you up. The owl, abundance, clairvoyant treasures. The owl is a mysterious and otherworldly creature found in folklore from the east to west. The white owl in this particular deck is the blah 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 blah. Sorry, that's extra information. Not really. An omen that a boon or treasure is on the way, either in spiritual or material form. With owl wisdom on your side, you will see and know exactly what to do with this boon. How it can further serve you and bring abundance to the world. So not just you, but the world, which is what we're trying to talk about as spiritual awakening right now. Trust that the wellspring of treasures is infinite. To bring into balance an offering. So you might, because we're talking about spiritual awakenings, for this pile you might want to do some sort of ritual or offering, some sort of protection thing to, kind of like get away from the meddlers and focus on yourself and your healing and moving forward. You're going to have to do the work, and you're going to have to move forward blindly, but you'll come out in this kind of magical power, and you're going to have some sort of good fortune coming to you. So that sounds pretty good. Scorpion people, pile number 1, that was you. Moving on. Pile number 2. Pile number 2 here, this giant quartz. Pretty cool. I love this thing. So, what do we have for you? Wow, we got another Scorpio related card, even though this isn't the Scorpion pile. The Dark Lady. We got a lot of water here. We got a powerful woman energy here. I'm not saying the person watching this has to be a woman, but there is powerful lady vibes happening here. But the first thing is the Dark Lady. And the Dark Lady is a sorcerer, kind of like the High Priestess, sees into the depths, sees into the void. Usually someone who works more solitary. Someone who just sees in the dark and is really psychic. So I'm guessing this is you. I'm guessing your spiritual awakening has to do with this kind of a thing. Now, the pile before this was another kind of magical thing. It was like becoming a magician, which is a little more like, not necessarily outward action kind of thing, but kind of. It's like manifesting your own reality, having all the tools to do that. A little more, it is outgoing. It's like a little more of an outgoing type of an energy. This is more like High Priestess, which is like quiet, deep contemplation, meditation, sorcery, dark sorcery. And I don't mean dark as in a negative when I'm saying dark. It's just dark. It's not bad. Seeing to the heart of situations and then transforming things, healing things, like pulling out the worst of something and being able to heal it and transform it into something amazing. It's kind of like death and transformations. That's really deeply magical. You got the Ace of Cups here too. Also this like water energy, this like intuition, deep feeling energy, pure potential. That can also mean like potential for love too, but I'm not necessarily feeling that in this reading. I feel like that's just about like pure potential for like really deep intuition. We have the Nine of Coins here. That is usually a card of abundance. Like, you have your shit together, you are secure, you're in your power, you're not bothered, you're kind of enjoying a walk in the garden, enjoying all the abundance around you. It's also a solitary card. So this goes along with that Dark Lady card. It's like being solitary and powerful and really going deep into your intuition with this Ace of Cups. Like, this is like going into being deeply intuitive. Then we have the Moth. I'll just address that really quickly. This speaks to some difficulty and squirreliness. This is like, don't be too hasty. This is very different than the energy of the rest of these. The rest of these cards are very chill, and this one's the real squirrely, flappy around one. So maybe your Scorpion, it's funny, I'm talking about Scorpio stuff again in this one, but deep, dark, spiritual, magical stuff can seem scary. Especially because a lot of times you have to face your fears, and it can seem difficult and like a dark place. You have to go into like a basement or a dark attic or something and look around and figure out what's there and try to deal with it. So, or deep wounds, opening wounds. It's really difficult deep work. It's hard. This is not easy. And the Moth card reminds us not only to not be too hasty and like do all your homework and try to breathe and stay calm through this work, but just because it's difficult, like just because there are easy ways out doesn't mean they're the right ways. And sometimes the difficult work is the work we have to do to get to where we need to go. So you might have some longer and a little more difficult work and maybe loose ends to tie up even that you haven't before you move forward, but don't spend your time wishing things were easier. Because it's all going to make sense once you get to where you need to go, and you're like heading towards this like amazing sorcerer position. The last card I have here is the Emperor. This is more standing in your power. This is powerful. It's funny, I had like powerful woman energy, but the Emperor could, this is another any gender. Emperor can be just anyone who's very strong. This strong tree, if you look at that strong tree, it's very grounded, it's very stable, branches are reaching out. You have control. This is like control, in your power, feeling grounded, emotionally stable, emotionally intuitive, spiritually intuitive, and healing really deep wounds. So, if you're someone who's getting interested in the occult or anything that's kind of like witchy and magical, this is your spread. It's like the difficulty is, it's just could be difficult. That's the thing. Like, it's not an easy path. The dark path. This is the dark path. The magician was before this. Not really the darkest dark path. This is more the dark path. And so you kind of do the dark night of the soul. You look at the shadow work, and then you come out the other side really powerful and content and standing in your power. So that's pretty cool. That's pile number 2. Moving on to number 3. We got number 3 is this big giant amethyst. I love this piece. Ooh. Ha! Genie card. 9 of Cups. Oh, of course, 9 of Cups, because it's a genie, because it's a wish fulfillment card. So something about your spiritual awakening has to do with wish fulfillment. That's pretty great. Wish fulfillment, abundance, 10 of Coins. Wow. Wow, these are both really, like, content, happy, getting everything you need cards. We have the Bright Mother. The Bright Mother here. She is like a goddess kind of, trying to remember. Yeah, she's like a goddess, fertile energy, and fertile doesn't have to mean like, like fertile like for babies. This is just fertile for any sort of new thing that's happening. And we're all kind of like, this is about being reborn and being awakened. So that's really amazing. And with the 10 of Coins, like earth, material, wish fulfillment, like whatever's coming to you is fucking awesome and is going to make you feel really happy and good and will probably materialize in the physical. You'll get some sort of physical confirmation of your spiritual growth. That's really, really, really cool. I'm going to look up the Bright Mother really quickly because I want to see if there's anything important I should say about her. Creativity, nurturing, productivity, intimacy, and sheltering. That's really nice. All really nice stuff. So productivity, creativity. So what you're doing and your wish fulfillment could have to do with productivity, creativity, and also possibly intimacy. So feel this out if you think that this has to do with something related to any of those topics. Fertility, creativity, nurturing ourselves and others. Giving one's all to life, not holding back. Cornucopia, pouring forth abundance. Acknowledge the people and things in your life. Don't judge to approve or reject, but merely to recognize what is present in your life. So that's like all this abundance. Be thankful for all of this. I mean, be thankful for the lessons that are difficult too. You have this card here, which is the 9 of Wands. You have a couple 9s, which is like, can be, I don't know, it can be a solitary number, but I don't necessarily know if I feel that way with this. But 9 of Wands is like, you're just really standing your ground still. Like, maybe you've been working for a long time and you're really fucking tired. This is like a don't give up card. Don't give up. Hold on, hold on, hold on. But yeah, you want to be just thankful for what abundance you have in your life, and that's going to lead to even more abundance. This is just telling you you have so much, this is just like you have so much good stuff coming to you. And then, this last card I'm going to talk about is the Hawk. The Hawk is so awesome. I think the Hawk is like the all-seeing animal in this deck. It's like spiritual insight, which is exactly perfect for what we're talking about today. Let's see. The Hawk. Watchful, all-seeing, messenger of divinity. Yeah, this is perfect. We have a messenger of divinity in this reading about your spiritual awakening. And it basically is like all your wishes are going to come true. So there is work involved. This is your work card, working hard. Don't give up with whatever you've been doing, with whatever you're doing to get yourself to where you need to be on all levels, but especially spiritually. Keep doing it. You're doing the right thing. You're going the right direction. Hawk, watchful, all-seeing, messenger of divinity. The sharp eyes of the hawk watch our every move. This keen-eyed bird has the ability to see every little detail as well as the bigger picture. So that's pretty great. You've seen it all. When this card appears, fate has its eyes on you, and the winds are shifting. It's gonna get that wish. It is said that the hawk carries news upon its wings and is sent from divinity itself to deliver it. You're getting a wish from divinity, you guys. The message should not be taken lightly. Though it may seem small or insignificant, it will eventually redirect your course. And you're going to have a perspective shift. Fucking cool! You're going to have some kind of perspective shift. And that's going to change everything for you. And it's going to make your wishes come true. You're going to, all your wishes are going to come true because you had this perspective shift. And you're going to get all this abundance. You have all this fertility. You have all these seeds that are planted that are going to grow. All the work you've done, all this work is going to lead somewhere. It wasn't for nothing. Your work is not in vain. So that's cool. That's the wish. This is the wish fulfillment pile. You've been working towards something and wishing for something, and your awakening is going to be a total perspective shift that's going to bring you everything you need. Pretty cool. So that's it for this reading, or this set of readings. Once again, check out my Instagram, The Crow Magnum, my Facebook page, The Crow Magnum. I have a PayPal, link is in the description. Thanks for listening. See you next time.